Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're cracking open the Q3 2025 financial results for Xworld, and we're going to focus specifically on the key insights from their CFO, Jesse Hill. That's where the real story is.
So, let's start with this quote from the CFO himself. Honestly, this one sentence says it all. Discipline, strong balance sheet, efficient, resilient, and profitable. This isn't just corporate speak. This is the playbook. It really sets the tone for everything we're about to see in the numbers.
All right, so here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with the big picture, then get into the nitty-gritty of the financials. After that, we'll see how North America stacks up against our international business, dig into the strategy that made it all happen, and wrap up with where they're headed next. Okay, let's jump right into the big picture for the third quarter. The main headline here, profitable growth. And what's really impressive is that Xworld managed to do this, even though the overall market was kind of flat. This success story was written from the inside.
So, the key takeaway is that this wasn't about some huge market wave lifting everybody up. Nope. This was all about their own execution and efficiency. The growth came from within, by just being smarter and helping their agents be more effective. Now, let's look at the hard numbers that really back this up.
All right, time for the fun part, the financial scorecard. These are the core numbers that tell us exactly how the business performed this quarter. First up, revenue. And wow, it's a big one. $1.3 billion. That's up 7% from this time last year. Now you got to understand, in a market that's just holding steady, a 7% jump, that is huge. It means they're not just treading water, they're actually grabbing a bigger piece of the pie.
But, revenue is only one part of the story. The real question is, are they actually making money? And the answer is a big yes. $17.7 million in adjusted EBITDA. This is so important because it proves their growth is healthy. It's smart, sustainable growth, not just growth for growth's sake.
And to top it all off, check out their cash position. Over $112 million just sitting on the balance sheet. I mean, we all know the saying, cash is king, right? This gives them so much flexibility. It's not just a safety net, it's a war chest that gives them the power to invest and jump on opportunities.
Okay, this table puts it all together, but I really want you to focus on something interesting here. You might see that the agent count is down about 2% and think, is that bad? But then you look right above it, and sales transactions are up 3%. So what does that tell you? It's a classic case of quality over quantity. They're clearly attracting and keeping the top-performing agents who are closing more deals. That is a much healthier way to grow in the long run.
Next up, let's split the business in two and see how the different parts are doing. We've got North America and their international operations. And, as you'll see, they're playing two very different but equally important roles for the company.
And this lays it out perfectly. Think of it like this. North America is the big, reliable engine. It's the profit generator, just churning out a massive $1.3 billion in revenue and over $23 million in profit. It's the stable foundation. But then you've got international realty. Well, that's the turbocharger. Revenue is up an absolutely incredible 68% year over year. That is all about explosive growth and future potential.
So, you're probably wondering, how did they actually do this? Was it just luck? Not a chance. The CFO laid out a really clear playbook that connects directly to every single number we've just been looking at. Let's break down that winning formula.
And here's that playbook. It's basically a three-step plan. First, get more efficient by using AI and automation to make everything run smoother. Second, find new ways to make money by expanding specialized programs. And third, and this is probably the most important one, give their agents better tools to help them be more productive. See how this all ties back to that initial quote about discipline? It's all connected.
Okay, so where do they go from here? Well, if you think this was just a one-time success, think again. The CFO made it crystal clear that the disciplined approach we saw this quarter isn't just a temporary tactic, it's their entire philosophy from here on out.
So, the big takeaway for the future? More of the same, because it's working. They're going to keep pushing on AI and automation. They're going to keep expanding those affiliate programs. And they're going to keep growing internationally, but in a smart, scalable way, all while keeping that balance sheet strong and staying flexible. It's all about rinsing and repeating a winning formula. So this leaves us with a final thought. Xworld has basically proven that its model can deliver profits and growth through a disciplined, internally focused strategy.
The real question now isn't just about their growth anymore. It's about how they're going to leverage this strength to lead and innovate and really define the future of a rapidly evolving industry. That's what we'll all be watching.